Okay, our pack one pick one is Duelist of the Mind, which I don't mind at all. See, this is decent red, probably won't wheel. Probably not. Well, could wheel like Lackey, blue-red. Green is basically non-existent in this pack. White's looking kind of weak too, so maybe Simic or Azorius. White, blue, white, green, or geez, blue, white, blue, green. Possibly. Let's see, Duelist of the Mind is strongest in blue-black. Maybe we end up in a blue-black space. Okay. I have yet to draft a single 3 steps ahead. It fits into my Dimir strategy. There's also Repulse, though, which I would really like. Maybe we can wheel the Phantom Interference or the Gigapede. There's also Intimidation Campaign, which could put somebody into our space. But I think I'm just going to keep taking the blue rares here. Seems decent enough to me. And now I don't have to craft 3 steps ahead for constructed purposes. Well, at least one copy. So pick 11, we had Phantom Interference. Pick 11, we have Phantom Interference. Phantom Interference and Gigapede as our signals that our lane is open. If that's what we want to do. Loan Shark is pretty tempting here. Could take the Botanical Sanctum, just to keep cutting rares. There's also Dance of the Tumbleweeds, which is pretty darn strong. If I am going to play Simic, I'd rather take the Dance of the Tumbleweeds than the Loan Shark. If I'm going to play Dimir, I'd rather play the Loan Shark, obviously. So I think I'm just going to keep staying blue and pass the Dance of the Tumbleweeds here. And then Botanical Sanctum would be the rare draft pick. So, let's see here. Hey, thank you for the follow. I can't see the screen right now, but Bill Hype, let's go. Oh, it was a sub. Thank you. I can't see the screen right now, but I will shortly. So I think the Ambush Gigapede here is possibly something we could wheel. And nothing. I think Mirage Mesa versus Gulch is the choice. I think I like the Festering Gulch more than I like the Mesa, assuming we're in blue-black. But I know who that is, Woodfeld. With coming in with the Bill Hype. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. Okay, Lockpicker. That's good. That's a late Lockpicker too. Reasonably so. They're usually gone by pick 5. And then we've got an Ionize, Visage Bandit, Unscrupulous Contractor, Mourner Surprise. So I think I'm still just going to stick with blue here on the Lockpicker. Okay. Peerless Rope Master is playable. Not a big fan of Stop Cold. Could be right to take the Ionize here. Speculate on blue-red. I don't like the Peerless Rope Master in blue-red. I do like it okay in Dimir. It really depends on... We passed a bunch of early red. That's my only concern. But I think I'll speculate on the Ionize. Okay. There's a Bloodseeker. Take the Fall. Eartha Joe? I'm not going to splash Eartha Joe in blue-red. So it's really between Take the Fall and Bloodseeker, and Bloodseeker I think is more of a signal. So I think we're either blue-black or we're blue-red. So I missed a Rope Master to speculate on the blue-red pick with Ionize. Okay, this town compared to the Jailbreak scheme. This town tends to go a little bit less late than the Jailbreak schemes, which I've been pretty reliably able to pick up on the wheel. Okay, nice. So we do see a whole bunch of red wheeling. So the Lackey, the Thunder Salvo, and the Demonic Ruckus. So the third, what was there was a fourth red card in pack 1. That was an uncommon, right? That didn't wheel. But Take the Fall is fine. I think it's one of the best cards that we could wheel. And then we wheeled the Phantom Interference too. Nice. There is the Gigapede if we wanted to take that. I like the Phantom Interference more than I like the Gigapede. There's also the Wolverine if we had been in blue-red, which would be a fine one to pick. So gotta decide which one I like more, the Bloodseeker or the Ionize. We can still kind of procrastinate on that decision. Highway Robbery versus Link Breaker. I don't care for Link Breaker in blue-black. I don't like the Vault Buster, and I like Fling with green creatures, so I think I'm going to take the Highway Robbery as a speculation that for the Izzet lane. And then don't care for any of these, so I'm just going to take the Dust Bowl for Vault Progress gems. Holy cow, we wheeled an Ionize. No love for Ionize, huh? Oh man, that might do me in for blue-red. So Thunder Salvo, Lackey, Pulverizer, Skullduggery. Hell to Pay. I'm not a big fan of Hell to Pay. I do like the Intimidation campaign. Oh. Okay. I think if we were going to lean into the blue-red, we would take Thunder Salvo here. So again, I have to make a decision between blue-red and blue-black. And I'm still not certain. I didn't get any Vault Plunderers, so maybe I'll take the Thunder Salvo. Makes me feels a little bit like maybe black is not where I want to be. So I guess I end up in Izzet. Hypothesizzle's a good pick here. There's an explosive derailment too. Okay. So hopefully we wheel Strix. Maybe in some freak world we wheel the derailment. Okay. Some good white. Jailbreak Scheme versus Take the Fall. I think I'll take the Fall. Both I usually try to pick up on the wheel, but there's just nothing on this pack that I really care about. Pulverizer I haven't been a big fan of. It's okay. But I think I'll just go with Take the Fall here. Go for a card draw. It'd be nice if we got like a Chrome or something, right? I'm not a big fan of Seize the Secrets, Quick Draw, or Trick Shot. Don't like the Geyser Drake either. So I guess I'll spec on still being black with another Bloodseeker. Yeah. Okay, Stitcher's good. Also the Helicourser, which is fine. Razzle Dazzler, hopefully wheels. Sometimes the Razzle Dazzler goes really late. We have cut blue pretty hard. So there would be a Consuming Ashes if we wanted to be Dimir. But I think at this point I'm at 5 red cards. I think red's the better pick here. So hopefully we wheel Razzle Dazzler or the Courser. And then not a fan of Jin, Splasher, Quick Draw, or Trick Shot. So I think I'm just going to take the Vault Progress here. For gems, Tether's interesting. I mean, Splash, could do like Jeskai Splash for Tether. White, there was definitely an opportunity to be white that I missed. All right, another Take the Fall versus Quick Draw. Look at this, Mobile Homestead, Take Up the Shield, and Wanted Griffin. Mobile Homestead is at least a consideration. Blue-red just doesn't have the creatures to make it work, though, with the crew. There's also Cruel Ultimatum. If I was based Dimir, I'd be more tempted by the Cruel Ultimatum. I think Emergent Haunting's okay. A Prairie Dog, too? Damn. Okay. I guess I'll take the Pulverizer in case we have to play it. Pick 9 Prosperity Tycoon. Definitely missed the white signal. And Strix Wield. Nice. Gigapede as well. At knife point. I liked playing at knife point in Dimir. Splash red. If we were doing like the Cruel Ultimatum, that could have been a fun route. I think I'm just straight blue-red at this point. And again, maybe we'll play the Pulverizers. I don't have all of these yet. Maybe somebody late goes into white. Helicourser and Razzle Dazzler, they both wield. I think I'm going to take the Gila over the Razzle Dazzler. That's crazy, though. And that might be wrong. Okay, so we've got Fell the Mighty if we were in the blue-white deck. Return the Favor, not really what I want to do. Drake, not really what I want to do either. So I think this one's Derailment versus Splashing White with Lonely. So I think it's a pretty easy Derailment. See, what we have, like 5 creatures or something? 6? Probably need a handful more threats. Three Take the Falls is a lot of draw. And we've got Lone Shark. Hypothesizal. So we've got good draw. And our removal's okay. A lot of counter spells, but we've got 3 steps ahead. We have Phantom Interference, and we have 2 Ionize. So it's kind of looking like we're blue-red control, which works well with the Emergent Haunting. Yeah, this is coming together okay. I don't mind this. I think somebody disconnected in the draft, though, because this has been rather slow. Wow! Da 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 da. Okay, now I feel really good about the deck. Not sure how I feel about Ruckus. Again, I usually have a pretty low creature count, but I guess if it wheels, we would take the Demonic Ruckus. Probably not overtake the fall, though. But this is an easy Stoic Sphinx. Gives us a win con. I think this one's Strix versus the Rope Master, maybe? Ride down. Roundup. Definitely not a Roundup deck. I don't like the Pyromancers. I don't really like the Pulverizer. I guess I'm just going to go with Strix. Gets in for some little chip damage here and there, and then is pretty good at drawing cards, which can matter. Filter through some lands if we're flooding. Ooh, Loan Shark versus Prickly Pear. That's close. I think I'll go with the Prickly Pear. 2 bodies and 1 card's pretty good. There's Satoru, if we were in the Dimir space, has been okay with the Loan Sharks and the Lively Dirges. And there's also a Conduit Pylons, which I like even just in a 2-color focus deck for the Surveil. I think I'll take the Prickly Pear over Loan Shark. Kind of hoping for a blue-red uncommon, right? Cryome, Slick Sequence, something like that. We're only 1 card off of a playable deck, so I think I'm going to vault Progress here because I don't like the Djinn. Lackey's okay. I guess we could play a Lackey because it's a 1-drop. But I like the Strix more than I like the Lackey. So I'll just take this card I'm likely to never play. And then Emergent Haunting here. Works well with our counterspell strategy. And then maybe Wolverine would be nice too. But I think I'll take the Emergent Haunting over it. Hey, all of the Emergent Hauntings. Okay. So we're just Emergent Haunting.deck. There's probably something in this pile of cards that I want to pull out. Maybe like a Strix. Probably over the Emergent Haunting. Could have 4 take the falls. Holy, what the? Is 4 Emergent Hauntings too many? I don't think so. I'm willing to give it a shot. Okay, now we're at that point where I don't want any of these cards, so I'll just take the Return the Favor. It could have been blue-white. Take the Shield and Geyser Drake, pick 9 for sure. And an Ambush Gigapede. So, I don't know what's actually taken in the blue space. Everything feels open. Pulverizer versus Djinn, don't want either, so I'll just take the Vault Progress. Okay, Ride Down, Pulverizer, Pyromancers, just take Ride Down. Take the Train. Djinn. And the last card is a Plains. Okay. So our weakest card, I think, is probably the Harrier Strix. Yeah, we got 7 creatures, so we're basically winning through Stoic Sphinx. It's a little sketchy. It's a little thin, but I guess the Emergent Hauntings also count. So there's 11. I do think Sphinx is better than our Duelist. So 98 split seems right on lands. Could even get away with a 10-7 split. I've got enough on 3 that 8 makes sense. If we weren't casting red until turn 4, we could do 7. Yeah, I think this is going to be my build. Now I can see chat. How you doing, everybody? Rayostatic, you would have been on Desperado? I'm not big on Desperado unless I have Archive Trap. And even then, I'd prefer to just run the Archive Trap. Woodfeld, I can't believe almost a month. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you. Ganj, are we cubing today? You know, I don't like cube. I'm not a big cuber. We're going to be rating Isaiah for those who like cube later. Dr. Morio, probably butchering your name. I hope you're doing well. Happy to see you. You said Shark might wheel? It doesn't usually. Lone Shark usually gets picked up around picks 5 through 8, I think. Ottawa, you approve of the full playset of Emergent Haunting? Hell yeah, hell yeah. Cardinator, happy to see you. You think red didn't look like it was open? Yeah, I mean, red, I didn't really get either of the signals that I like for red or black, right? But the cards that I had already picked up that I could use were already in that kind of Grixis space. So I decided to go with red instead of black. Because usually I lean into black if I can pick up Plunderers, and I typically lean into red if I can pick up Prickly Pears. So usually I pick some sort of common that's in the 5 to 8 range for a signal, and red turned out to be open enough, right? I think this deck is okay. SG, how you doing? I should be higher on Desperado. I don't know about that. It depends on how much Golgari you come up against, and then how much self-mill they're already doing for you, right? I mean, Liza Migucheris did very well in Peeps and Keeps with Desperado, so it's possible I'm too low on it. Depends on how many crimes you're committing too, right? I feel like Desperado is better in the blue-black space than the blue-red space. All right, well, ads are just about to start, so I'm just going to start them a little bit early, and then we'll run the matches. Got to get 3 wins with this deck to hit Mythic. I have faith that we can do it. All right. Hey, Wingspear, what's up? Yeah, so my free cash open is on this Saturday. So if anybody would like to come compete with us, I believe the prize pool is at $45. There might be some more donations that will make it bigger. We never know. And we're going to be playing Outlaws of Thunder Junction. And for the time being, it looks like I'm going to try to do it the first Saturday of each month, but it may be the last one that I do. So we'll see. It's definitely one of those things where I've enjoyed it, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to run it until it doesn't fire, and then if it doesn't fire, then I'm done. All right, yeah, no worries, Wingspear. If it turns out that if you are available on Saturday, you can always try to register the day of. We have lots of people who enroll right before the tournament, so no worries if you can't make it. All right, we've got Emergent Haunting on turn 2. Then we can plot Highway Robbery. Get the 3/3. Play out the Gila Courser. We got Removal, Counter Spells. We could play the Courser, or we could hold up Ionize. Kind of depends. Seems good enough. Yeah, so the last time, the very first time that I ran it, we were like 2 players short of 8, and then we ran a double pod. And then the second time that I ran it, I was also short people, but we were able to get the 8. So usually usually just rally the troops and it works out okay. Turn 1, Nurturing Pixie. Okay. All right, so with that, I think that means that they're rather aggressive if they're playing out a 1/1 flyer. Yeah. Green-white tends to be a pretty aggressive deck. So I think what I'm going to do here is hold up Ionize, and we can Surveil. I think it's better than playing out the Gila Courser. Depends on if they have a gnarly turn 3 or a gnarly turn 4 that I should be trying to counterspell. I could plot... Yeah, you're right. I could plot the Highway Robbery and try to Ionize something bigger, but I'm thinking that their tempo looks kind of scary. Oh, okay. And like a free Surveil is not that bad. Land 4 is good. They didn't do anything turn 2 or turn 3. Okay, I'm going to attack with Emergent Haunting. We do only have 1 red. I still think I try to go for the counterspell, and then if we hit a red source, I can do the plot and the Gila Courser. You like plot, robbery, hold, salvo? That is an option. Oh no, if I plot robbery, I don't have salvo mana up. Yeah. I think, so I could play the Gila Courser out and play Take the Fall. Hold up, Take the Fall. I think I'm just going to keep going with the Surveiling. We can Thunder Salvo that. I think I just let that happen. Wish they'd gone for a multiple block. We could blow them out with Take the Fall. I could Thunder Salvo here. I probably will end of turn if they're just doing 4-mana pass. Like I still can't believe they haven't played anything on turn 2, 3, and now 4. So eventually they're going to play into the counterspell. Again, not doing it. Okay. I could cycle Take the Fall here to make Thunder Salvo deal 3, but I think it's just likely to be a dead card if they have anything. They have Take the Fall or Snakeskin Veil. Or what did I say? Snakeskin Veil or Take Up the Shield. Tuts. Exile target non-token creature. Okay, destroy target creature if no other creature has greater power. So I can make this have smaller power, right? Oh no, I can give it minus... Damn it. -2 doesn't save it. Yeah. So that's fine. Oh, I am... Either my machine's lagging today, or Magic's lagging today, because it's definitely very choppy. All right, that was an unfortunate draw. I guess we go with plotting the highway robbery, hold up Phantom Interference. Gonna die to Holy Cow. Oni Rion, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. What were you doing? Honestly, I did not expect to be up against a reactive deck in those colors. I thought they would have played into counterspells more. Okay, explosive derailment's good. Ah, you were going over Modern Horizon cards. Very nice. I could highway robbery here. And get rid of... I mean, I like both of these cards, though. So I think I'm going to hold on to the highway robbery. I could sack an island, but I'm nervous about that. Hey, what's up, Dom? Yeah, you beat Flubab to the Kraken, for sure. So what were your impressions of the Modern Horizons there, Tony Ryan? Were you excited for a set that was specifically designed with draft in mind? Okay. Oh, was that? No, that wasn't a... Yeah, it still would just be -1. Do I have anything in the deck that likes double spells like it's supposed to? I have one Loan Shark. Yeah, I can probably just cycle to take the fall here then. Okay. Well, well, well. Stitcher makes a 4/4. Could also Emergent Haunting, though, and hold up Ionize. Because this is 4 damage at turn in the air. Maybe Derailment could work here, too. I think I want to hold up the Ionize. This is tricky. I think, yeah, hold up the Ionize or maybe the Derailment. I'm not sure I can afford to get the Stitcher out here. No, I hadn't played a land yet, right? So if I had sacked a tapped island, I would still only have the same land count. I'd just be at 4 with 3 untapped. Because I played a land from my hand. Because I discarded the island. I had 5 untapped. Yeah, well, if I didn't play the Emergent Haunting... If I played a land and tapped and sacked it, I'd have 4 lands. Right? Tap one of these, sack it, play one, gives me 1, 2, 3, 4 lands. Like right here, if I tap this, sack this one, and then play it, I will have 5 lands, right? I will have 5 this turn. Last turn I wouldn't. Oh, I see. 5 mana, but 4 lands. Okay. I had 2 lands in hand, and I had 4 lands on board. So I could have tapped it for. I could have tapped. Well, Rheostatic is right. If I tapped it, I would have 5 mana that turn. I did not. I had 5. I had 5 on board because I played from my hand. Okay. So I can't race them. I think I'm going to plot the Stitcher, try to get a double spell. And then, Onirin, thank you for the follow. Do I want to hold the red for anything? I don't have any more highway robberies. So I think I can just play it out. Hey Snago, how you doing? Yeah, I could have bluffed. You're right. I definitely could have bluffed. Oh god, did I surveil? Oh no, I was tapped out from the Stitcher. Alright, so now we want to do an upkeep stomp for the surveil on Emergent Haunting. Ooh, Griff is a problem. Okay. Alright, so we can cast the Slick Shot or Lockpicker next turn and cast a Derailment. To get rid of Griff. Can I block Griff? I don't think I can block Griff this turn in the air. So I could attack with the Haunting. I feel like I need to attack in with something here to have some sort of clock. Emergent Haunting is at least blocking the Nurturing Pixie, which is 1 damage, which might matter. So this is going to be 2 and then 3, plus X, where X is the number of mounts, so plus 2. So this is going to be 4 damage. It's kind of scary. I guess if I attack, then I don't have any good blockers, though. So I guess I'm just going to pass, right? Because I could attack here, but then I can't multiple block there. Yeah, I think I just gotta pray. And then do we want to do another upkeep stop? Because this plus the derailment's only 3 mana, right? Yeah, exactly. No, so the Griff is coming over with 4 power. Oh, I see. They could saddle the Beaver to make the Griff out of the derailment range. Okay, that's a good line. You didn't have to... Oh, to saddle all 3. Nice. Okay. Do I want to lose my Prickly Pear or my 4/4? I could block with these 4 right here. And then I lose Prickly Pear and the 1/1. I keep the 4/4. No, they have a saddle 3, so they had to do all 3. If they're going to do your line to give the Griff the +1. Do I just trade the 1 here? I think I do. I think it just 1 for 1 seems okay. So now I think I still do this. All right, so Griff is now... So Griff, though, doesn't get through... Oh, no, they pump with the Haunting. Right. Okay. And I don't have any bounce, right? I could just Highway Robbery. I could Slickshot, Lockpicker, and Highway Robbery instead of the Derailment. Because Derailment's not looking particularly good here. Thunder Salvo. Could I have Thunder Salvoed? I might have been able to Thunder Salvo. Okay, Hypothesizzle. Probably not enough. So this is 3 damage, 4 damage in the air. Griff does have to die, but if I get Emergent Haunting lets me kill Griff. And and I'm keeping back the Haunting just for the Nurturing Pixie. Not gonna do the Surveil because we're gonna hold up 3 steps ahead and Hypothesizzle. Okay, Varmint makes it so they can blow up my Emergent Haunting. Okay. Ooh! Oh, buddy! Okay. So we can flash in Sphinx and multiple block the Griff. None of this is doing anything on the ground. Guess it's protecting them from the 1/1 attacking. So I guess I can leave back the 1/4. Attack in here and here. Hold up this. 3 steps ahead is a cancel, so we can't do Sphinx and this. We could also Hypothesizzle after blocking with the 3/3 and see if that solves it. That way we keep our Sphinx. They flash in another Holy Cow. That would be bad. It would eat my 1/1. So okay, so I should have pumped actually instead of attacking. It's too late now. All right. Saddling on the Griff was good though, because we would have gotten it with the Derailment, or we would have gotten it with Hypothesizzle. I still think I'm going to go for the Hypothesizzle line. Like, just block and then do it post-combat. Well, I'm going to have to discard one of these baller spells, though. Looking for a mount. Okay. Another Emergent Haunting versus Take the Fall. I think it's just Take the Fall. Although it could be a life-saving amount of saving damage, right? Whoa, lag. So laggy. Why am I so laggy? What's going on? Ooh, this town ain't big enough. That's good. Okay. So here, Sphinx eats the pixie. Too bad we didn't have 7 mana, because then we could cover ourselves from a trick with 3 steps ahead. So since we don't have that, I think I'd rather hold up this town ain't big enough as a trick, because we can bounce like Lockpicker and our Sphinx if something goes bad. Yeah. And then as far as attacking, I think we can still attack with these 3 again. Because of Holy Cow, I do think I want to pump this time instead of attack with the 1/1. I could bounce Lasso. I don't like bouncing Lasso, though, because they get the 1/1 out of it. I want them to think that they can deal 2 damage to me in the air. Oh, maybe I was supposed to main phase Stoic Sphinx so that they can't use removal. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to main phase Sphinx there. I got 1 card left. Thunder Lasso? Okay, so that's going to make it 3 power. So I can do Emergent Haunting and replay Stitcher. I think I'm going to do this town ain't big enough to bounce whatever they put it on, right? Oh, there it is. Okay. So they play the lasso. Oh, they're going to put it on the 1/1. Okay. I could just bounce both right here. Although, Nurturing Pixie I don't like bouncing. So, let's see. Okay, how do I do this? Oh yeah, I bounce the Lockpicker and the no, the Lasso taps, though. Okay. Okay, there it is. There it is. Anything? Guess we hold the lock, or we plot the Lockpicker. I want to hold up 3 steps ahead at this point, right? Especially because I can create a copy of the Stoic Sphinx. Oh, that's pretty disgusting. So I guess I play the Emergent Haunting. Yeah, and they're just dead. They're out of here. Whew. All right. Good stuff. Yeah, hold up counter, especially though, because like we can create a copy of the Stoic Sphinx, right? This is going to be absolutely disgusting. All right, 7 creatures got there. All right, we're 2 wins away from Mythic now. Thank you, SG. Thank you. Thank you. That was a pretty fun one too. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to keep this. I think. We have 9 sources of blue. So on the play to hit by turn 3, with 9 outs, I think is about 50%. Yeah, we could have returned the lasso if they put it on Pixie. I thought they were gonna pump the Pixie and then swing. But anyway, we have Courser. A little bit of a sketchy keep because we are missing blue. But I am Team Nevermole. And I can't remember off the top of my head. I know that on the draw it's over 60% to hit your missing land if you have 9 sources of that color. On the play, it I think is like 48% or something. Yeah, see? Easy. Again, we have the choice between Helicourser and Ionize. Depends on what they're playing. Trained Erynx is pretty spicy. I could even go for... Oh no, I only have 1 blue. I think I hold up Ionize here, just because then we get the 3/3 that we can trade with the Trained Erynx. And again, if they don't play anything, we can Surveil to find blue. Against green-white, green-white's like one of the most aggressive color sets, right? It prevents from saddling. I was kind of hoping to get a spicier 3-drop than the Varmint. Yeah, basically because they have the good 3/1 of the set, right? Damn. I was really hoping to hit blue there so that we could play Emergent Haunting and hold up the Phantom Interference. But because we didn't, I think I'm just going to slam the Helicourser down. Yeah. Weren't you making fun of me the other day for being in the quick drop racket? Oh, you gave me double blue. Oh, baby. Ramping me, huh? Another Trained Erynx, okay. Take the fall is nice. Could hold on to this, I guess, but... This is Counterspell. Okay. They didn't have a turn 4 play. Do I like Take the Fall? I think I do. Lets me block with my 3/3. And it, you know, cycles. Feels okay. Anti-flash. So we just Phantom Interference this, right? Now I could do this for 5. Keep up 1 blue. Whoa. Yeah, that was pretty sweet. I think they're just going to scoop. Oh gosh. Ah, I didn't get it in time. I tried to put a Surveil stop there. I was too slow. All right, well, that was unfortunate because hitting the land there is a way for them to get back into this for sure. We basically get to surveil a whole bunch, though. I wish I had gotten that. Yeah, I wish I had gotten the stop there in time. I was a little bit behind. Oh, yeah. I'm going to surveil twice here. Ah, oh, shoot. If I end up with a counterspell as my next card, I'm going to be so pissed. At least it's not reach. Yeah, alright, it was just an island, wouldn't have mattered. Still was a mistake. Counter... Or just a card draw? I could make Lockpicker into a card draw. Or I could make it into... See, I will have 8 mana. So I could play Lockpicker and just do Phantom Interference for a 2/2 flyer. I think it is. Also, thank you, Joe B, 5,000 or 50,000? 500,000? Too many zeros. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a good day. I'm going to keep the Lockpicker, so we don't need to surveil. Flash that back for 4. Keep up, take the fall. I guess I can attack first. Eight. Too many zeros. All of the zeros. Okay. See, Phantom Interference counts as a creature too. Alright, so this has Vigilance, right? Whenever you cast a spell, create a 1/1. Choose a color, add 1 mana of that color for each different power among creatures you control. They could have something nasty here for sure. This does give it -4, -0. Right, because I have the Rogue. So I think I use this right now. Technically, if they were going to do like a fight spell or something like that, I might be able to fizzle a 2-for-1, but I think this is good enough. And then I'm going to remember to put the stop now. I don't think there's any reason to block. Right now we have 7 damage on board. Do they have a flyer they can get back? Anti-Flash and Trained Arynx. Okay. Ooh, Voracious. They only have 1. Oh no, but they can tap the Selvala. So they can get back the Voracious Varmint and kill the Emergent Haunting. They didn't do that though. What does Anti-Flash do again? Ah, okay. Annie can get the Voracious Varmint. Still think we're okay. There's some bombs being had here, though. Anti-Flash and Selvala. Loan Shark, that doesn't feel good enough. How much of my deck is above 3? Stoic Sphinx and Hypothesizzle. I think I can do 1 more because I have the Mountain. Everything else costs 3 or less. Okay. Okay, so highway robbery. So I can tap and then sack it and whatnot, right? So like, it's still the same amount, right? Let's get blue out of it instead, maybe. I do have one blue to take the fall. Oh, it tapped my blue? Why did you tap the blue after all of that? It didn't matter. Okay. Am I just dead next turn? So block there, I take 3, 6, 8, 12, 14 damage. I could just attack with the 3/3 and the 2/2, and then that puts them at 3 life. They destroy the Emergent Haunting, though. 8, 12, 14 damage. I'm not going to risk going to 1. The reason why I want to attack with the Emergent Haunting is because it's dead. Voracious Varmint just like kills it, right? So I don't think I want to leave back the thing that they can blow up for 1. That's true. If we don't... Alright. Because now they blow up the Emergent Haunting. Wait, so I guess I should have just attacked with it then and gone to 1? Because that's what I'm doing anyway. And now I'm just letting them potentially get... Wait, why didn't they Bounding Felidar? Oh, it has to attack. Okay, so I guess I screwed up, and I'm just going to go to 1 anyway. They should have been at 1. 3, 6, 8, 12, 14. Because I don't see any other way to do it. Yeah, so I could have attacked with the 2/2. I guess that's actually a reason to leave back the Emergent Haunting, is because then they can blow it up with Varmint, but that still likes this is like blocking the 2/2, right? So now we're dead if they hit a desert. Okay, Bounding Felidar, that's not it. Let's go. Nothing changes anything if I do it now, right? Let's see. Could I have blocked the Varmint with the Spirit? Yeah, I guess actually that would have been okay, right? Because then if I block the Spirit, or if I block the Varmint and it trades for the 2/2, I have the 3/3 instead. So you're right. WI Defender, I could have blocked it. All right, we're 1 win away from Mythic. We're doing okay. I still feel like leaving back the 2/2 at least makes it so that if they have removal, we're not just dead on board. So like I could block, and I realize then I can't kill them. But like, whew, lots of different ways to play Magic, which is why it's such a great game. The taking them to 1 there was the most bold play. Our play, like, let me play around 1 thing of removal. And then I think you're right. I think I could have blocked the Varmint for free, because they needed to use it to remove the 3/3. I don't think I have anything in my deck that can ping for 1 damage. Alright, so we've got Emergent Haunting into Sphinx. That's how dreams are made. Let's gamble. I could play out the island if I wanted to take up the fall. I'm gonna play the mountain out, but I guess they could play a lackey. Hey, what's up, Sims? How you doing? I'm pretty sure everybody here already knows Sims, but in case you don't, Sims is an amazing Magic the Gathering player. And I highly recommend checking out their stream if you haven't. Give you a little shout out there, buddy. Hopefully I didn't raid. Okay. I did it right this time. Nice. And we can hold up the Ionize. Versus playing Prickly Pear. Oh, so many decisions. Let's do Prickly Pear after we get the 3/3 and we can hold up take the fall. Especially, again, a third game in a row with Trained Arnix on turn 2. Or we could Surveil to find this, right? I think we trade this. I'm tempted not to, because like we could just flash in Sphinx, and then like we hit for 3 damage, then this is a 3-turn clock. But it's possible we don't hit land next turn. And then the Prickly Pear can be making the Emergent Haunting into a lethal threat. Like, we could race this relatively well. But if they can saddle this and get the Scry is really what scares me the most. So I think I'm going to go for just trading this. It's definitely a tough call. And not hitting land there, I'm glad I went with not racing then. Because it was winning that race was very dependent on hitting Stoic Sphinx the next turn. So if we had the guaranteed play of playing Stoic Sphinx, I don't think I block there. Because now they play Giant Beaver, and like, I'm kind of stuck, right? Alright, so I guess we hold up 3 steps ahead, wait for land 4. Again, they could have Holy Cow, so I'm gonna pump the Prickly Pear. Yeah, we're really hoping that Sphinx can carry, but missing land 4 there is pretty rough. Well, they did have a Holy Cow. I think I would go for counterspelling something bigger than the Holy Cow. I don't know. That one I don't know. Might have been right to just cancel that. I'm kind of thinking that if they do have to play back on defense, then Take the Fall is a pretty good answer for Holy Cow. Whereas, like, Take the Fall does nothing if they slam, like, a Cactarantula or something. So I think I'm happy with how this panned out. Well, I mean, I would love to have copied the Sphinx. I would love that for that to have been an option, right? But I don't think it was. And then the question here is whether or not we block with the Sphinx on Holy Cow, and I don't think we do. So since we don't, I think I flash this in main phase and just get the hexproof on. If we hit another land, then we can Hypothesizzle the Holy Cow. Alright. Because the one downside with this is that now that they know I have Sphinx, they will hold back the Holy Cow. And then if they have a pump spell for Holy Cow, it kills Sphinx. So I could, you know, I have it's always a difficult choice about whether or not to play it out. Land off the top for Hypothesizzle would be so good. Take the Fall, though, is probably a pretty good answer for Holy Cow, too. This is a Sphinx. We do have a Mercenary, so we do have an Outlaw for the -4. And KLT, thank you for the follow. you're having a good, what, Tuesday? Yeah, what you gonna do about that Sphinx, Danny B? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna Thunder Salvo the Holy Cow, right? Oh wait, no, okay, so we can do this as we can have the 2 tricks for backup here. So if they block the Sphinx and go for a trick, then we can Thunder Salvo it. And then if they have another trick, we can also do the Take the Fall to give it a lot less of an attack. I think between these 2 tricks, they can't kill Sphinx. They do have Tether, though, so if I have to cast a spell, then shields will be down. Okay, trash the town. I think I just go for Thunder Salvo here. Take the Fall as backup. Looks like they don't have priority, so... Put shields back on. And we're looking pretty good. Yeah, that's true. Magic Mishamigo. They would have needed like 1 more mana to be able to do the Snakeskin Veil into Tether, right? Because it costs 5 to do it instant speed. I hope you're doing well, and I'm glad that you're joining for the cash open, by the way. No, wait. This is fine. They remove Prickly Pear. Fine. Or damage to target creatures, so I can't shoot them. No! Oh, no worries, no worries. Good luck in the RCQ if you're going to Dallas. I understand. Good lucks, good lucks. See, that's the other thing is like I didn't realize how many Magic events happen on the first Saturday already, right? So like I definitely I mean, we're unlikely to play the Loan Shark, but yeah, I think plotting here is fine. I didn't realize that the RCQ was going to line up on the same weekend, right? Oh, cool. Well, anyway, enjoy Dallas. I just assumed that you were going for Magic reasons. Well, we'll see if anybody wants to play with me on Saturday, or if I'll just have to cancel it. Alright, how did they get out of this bucket of syrup? Stoic Sphinx kills them on the board. That's pretty good. They could have Snakeskin Veil. But I do get to know beforehand, and then I also still have Take the Fall. I guess I go for it and just see if it's lethal. Or if they have the Snakeskin. I guess I could attack and then do take the Fall, but if they have the Snakeskin, then I lose the Sphinx, right? So I think shields are going down this turn. Ooh. Take the Fall's better than this town ain't big enough, right? If they do have Snakeskin Veil, like still I can't cast this, right? I'm not actually sure Take the Fall is better here, because if they have the Snakeskin Veil, I'm passing anyway. And then I can double bounce them next turn. It's possible I just win here. Maybe they don't have the Snakeskin Veil. Sphinx is too good. Hey, CNH Conquest, thank you for the raid. How you doing? Greetings, Raiders. My name is Arstal, and we just hit Mythic. So I am double Mythic this season. Would anybody like to make a prop bet on where I land in Mythic? We'll do an over-under. This is the Price is Right rules, right? Going in the reverse direction. So if you guess 700 and I'm 699, then you're wrong. Wait, does it make sense, or should it be the other way around? All right, Wingspear going with 1700. Corky's going with 813. Okay, I'm gonna go with 450. I think it's probably a little bit too hopeful. CNH 969, very good. Shock is going for 543. Okay, drum roll, please. Here we go. It's gonna be percentages. I did have a little bit of a rough season. 99%. That's bad for me. I usually place in the numbers. Ouch. All right, humbled. So now we are Mythic. We're bad Mythics. Double bad Mythic. Yeah, 99% is the dollar bet for sure. I don't usually hit into the percentages. Shock can vouch for me. But yeah, I have been struggling a little bit with the set. But yeah, you know, it feels good to be double Mythic. I can't complain. And I do think we can get this number above, like, into the 700s. So I'm going to take a quick little break, and then we're going to run the rest of this Sphinx deck out, and let's see if we can get a little bit further on into Mythic. Oh, I do a whole bunch of different stuff in Standard, or in Constructed, primarily Standard. I have a YouTube channel where every week I let my YouTube community pick the ladder climb that I'm going to do for that week. So this season was a mixture of wow, I can't even remember. Mono black Jite. We're looking at the Lost Jite and whether it fit into the mono black Crimes deck with Gisa. I did Simic Cookies, which is a best of 3 deck that worked pretty well in best of 1. I'm trying to think of the other ones that I did. I did some Rakdos Burn, both with Slick Shot and without Slick Shot with the Picnic Ruiner. So if you want to check it out, you know, well, the more the merrier in my YouTube community. And I do a meta review for best of 1, best of 3, and budget decks in Standard every Monday. And if you want to see my arena open, that is also going to be available tonight in 2.5 hours. So Cookies seems like a crowd favorite right now, for sure. And it hasn't done particularly well on the Standard Challenge on Moto. So I'm not sure how good of a like best of 3 tournament deck it is. But there's a lot of interest in it for sure. So I'm going to take a quick little break and be right back. Dagnabbit, you know what I forgot to do is run the ads. Forgot to take, you know, like whenever I take a break, I'm trying to get into the habit of running the ads because the ads are about to happen in 2.5 minutes. So I'm just going to run them now. I'm sorry, everybody. We're just going to hang out for a little bit while the ads run. Should have done it during my break. Hey, Pehessen, thank you for the, the follow. Hope you're doing well. Oh, all right. Well, anyway, so I can talk about the set for a little bit while we're waiting for ads. And one of the things that I'd like to just mention is, you know, some people ask, like, how many creatures should you have in a deck, right? And it's always a tricky question because the answer is usually 15. And but in this set specifically, in blue-red and blue-black and white-blue are all really low creature count decks, or at least they can be. So one of those things to keep in mind is that with control decks specifically, you just need a win condition, right? You need something that will help you win the game. So like if you have something like Stoic Sphinx, you can get away with having like one. Technically. All right. Oh yeah, and ACDC is my cash open this Saturday. So Pieson, if you'd like to join, we're going to be using Draftmancer, which is a third-party tool that lets us draft in pod. And then we're all going to play Outlaws of Thunder Junction. And so the only requirement is that you have the wild cards to be able to play the deck that you craft. And that will be happening this Saturday. So if we can get enough players. So that goes to everybody. It is open to the public, and it has real cash prizes. So let me know if you want to play. And ads are done. Let's go. Yeah, no problem. Welcome to my community. Always looking for fellow draft enthusiasts. Shock, thank you for shilling for me. Appreciate it. Wingspear, you have approximately 1 million wildcards. Yeah, the real commodity after you've played draft enough is commons. Because you only get them from Vault Progress, right? Thank you, Bobcat Blues. I try. I'm not as good as 3 Omega. 3 Omega does a really good job of tending to ads and making sure that like it doesn't happen during content, and I like that, especially when I don't have a sub. So I'm trying to do the same. Yeah, 10% to my mods, I think, sounds decent, and I'll get that to you as soon as it's more than postage. Yeah, it'll be a normal draft in pod, with 8 players in each pod, and then we'll play best of 3 single elimination. So you're out if you lose a match. Yeah. So typically the time requirement, if you win the whole thing, is usually about 3 hours. Somewhere around there. Okay, no counter spell. Let's go. I think I play out the second Emergent Haunting and then hold up the Phantom Interference. Rheostatic, this one's for you. We're gonna get killed by the Desperado that I didn't want to draft. Nice, Wingspear. Merc is nice like that. And let the great milling experiment begin. Yeah, right, Rheostatic? Finally. We're up against a Platinum player as our first Mythic match. And they're playing Deep Muck Desperado. I'm ready for my Archive Trap experience. Yeah, do we want to Surveil with Deep Muck Desperado sitting across from us, though? I think so. It does put shields down. I think I do keep that. That hurt. Yeah, we haven't seen the Duelist of the Mind. I actually forgot we had this in the deck. Oh, okay. You understand about 80%. Well, it's all written down. If you follow that link, All of the details are on that website. Do I care about the Spring Splasher? It is a recurring crime. It does mill me every turn. I kind of want to use the Phantom Interference. Gonna. Wait, no, wait. Quench doesn't get them, does it? What am I thinking? Alright. That could be a problem. Guess I'm just going for the Surveil here. Yeah, Lockpicker for Derailment would be nice. I guess that's the one upside Deep Muck Desperado. Alright, the race is on. I probably should have put a stop there for the Surveil, huh? I wasn't sure I wanted to only be on 3 mana, but I probably should have. Let's see if you can mill me out in time, buddy. Oh, you're right. I could Surveil. I could do the Take the Fall in Surveil. I could Surveil and then hit the land. It would have to be a 2-drop, though. I could Surveil and set up the draw. I think I'm just going to hold the Take the Fall, though. And just go for the double Surveil. I could have left something back here to eat the Spring Splasher. I think I can just take the damage. So I want to hold the Take the Fall for like a double spell. Highway Robbery is good. I like that. I'm gonna do this first in case I get a counterspell. They have some sort of interaction, right? I'm at 17 cards. I guess like, is it better to discard a card against Dimir than hold lands? I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, this town ain't big enough is interesting. I can do that this turn. I can bounce Desperado and Spring Splasher, and then they have nothing. They could have a counterspell. Yeah, I think I'm going to swing first. Wow. Okay. Is Archive Trap an instant? It is. Do I just die if they have Archive Trap then? I think I'm going to do this now. Is there any reason to not do it now? They have Wrath, I'm saving their board. I don't know. Feels right? Because then they can't draw into Archive Trap. They have power, overwhelming forces that hits my side of the board anyway. How's your day going, misogynist? Your name, man. If I wouldn't, you know, if I didn't know you, I would suspect you to be a troll. All right. There we go. All right, now we're close to the numbers. I can't remember when the numbers actually start, around 1400. Not convinced you aren't a troll. That's fair, Bobcat Blues. Yeah, 1578. We're close to numbers. Right, we still need to win a couple more before we hit into the numbers. Oh, Mesa is a streamer that you have the what is it? Easy. Oh, nice. Gotcha. All right, well, opponent goes first. We have nothing in hand that's playable on turn 3. We have Ionize on turn 3, which we're over 60% to hit. It's a really slow hand, though. It's like if they play a 2-drop, that 2-drop just kills me. I think this could work. Opponent's going first. We're on the draw, so we have 9 sources of blue. We've got over 60% chance that we'll hit blue on turn 3. So there's a 30% chance we lose. 35. If I mulligan, that's going to lower my win rate by about 5%. I guess on the draw, it's not the end of the world. Robs, you're onto my strategy. If I keep this, I can blame Shuffler. If I mulligan, I only have myself to blame. Yeah, well, you don't need blue in your opening hand when you've got 9 sources, right, Misogynist? This is Snap Mole. Turn 3, turn 4, turn 5. Alright. Sure. Yeah, this hand's better. God, I didn't even account for what if opponent starts on 1? I was thinking like we're gonna be great if they start on 2. Green white again? Sheriff of Safe Passage? Okay. Everything's fine. And they had to pass. No, you guys are right. Sitting there doing nothing until turn 3. We wouldn't have drawn the blue. We would have just been sitting there. I think it would have been a loss. I do think that people typically... I think people mull too often. Although I think I probably mull too little, right? So on 17 lands, you can actually look at it and calculate it. And last time I did that, my win rate was... or my mulligan rate was way below average. Okay, Phantom Interference. I think I'd rather do Phantom Interference on... well, they've been tapped out, though. I think we might actually get something big with the Phantom Interference here. I think I'm going to hold up Phantom Interference. Definitely could Courser and then go for countering the next play. Yeah, I could see that. What a dilemma. I think I'm going to go... I'm following my gut. And my gut is they're going to play something and then Sheriff of Safe Passage. And we can surveil into another blue source for 3 steps ahead. And I feel like if I just keep countering them, we just win. And if they don't do anything, That's also good. Yeah, agreed, Misogynist. You definitely don't want a mole on the play. Well, okay, 4 mana pass is cool. Sphinx is great. Alright. Now we can play Courser and still hold up Phantom Interference. Eventually we're going to find a land. Yeah, I think there is a way that you can go over the top, right? So during the next ad break, I'll pull up my 17 lands data and we can talk about it. So far, so good. So Highway Robbery, if I hit blue, allows me to cast the Stoic Sphinx. And Stoic Sphinx plus this is 8. They chump block the Gila Courser here with Sheriff. Most certainly. And then if I whiff, I can do the Phantom Interference. I think I do it before attacking. Womp-a-womp. Or 9 sources of blue. Am I just dead on the crackback? They need to come up with 3 damage. Okay, them blocking there makes me feel better. If I wait a turn to play the Lockpicker, I can hold up the counter spells, and then I can play the Lockpicker plus Highway Robbery next turn anyway. It's not looking great. Passed. So what, I 3 steps ahead here? Or do I create a flyer? I think I just create a flyer. Okay. Guess I'd go for chump blockers then. Do Lockpicker? Am I just dead though? I guess it doesn't. The token copy thing doesn't have haste. Emergent Haunting feels too slow. Yeah, I think it's Lockpicker. And then play Robbery. Sacrifice a land. I could also just discard the Emergent Haunting, because at this point I really don't think it's going to matter. Oh, I know. Oh, I know, Misogynist. Mm-hmm. All right, so if we lose this one, we can just blame it on the shuffler, right? No problem. Blue sources don't exist, yeah. But one time I drew 20 cards and didn't hit 9 sources of my main color, right? So I've had some bad luck. This one's up there. But we did find one. Trash the town is lethal. Okay, that might have been a little bit wrong to block there. Trained Arnx doesn't do it. We've got this town ain't big enough. That should do it with fight spells and whatnot. They could have removal, but then we can play Stitcher to get 2 blockers. Nice. All right. How's your day going, Corky? Hey, we're living on a dream, okay? We're 5-0 with blue-red. Yeah, this set is weak to flyers outside of Cactarantula. Ooh, if we're going for worst hand draws, I think Corky wins. We've had a couple of like 1 in a million chances, right? Where you like start with 2 lands and then you draw 15 cards and you never hit your 3rd land. That sort of thing. Yeah, Armadillo too. But yeah, Armadillo's an uncommon. I'm trying to remember what Corky's was, because Corky had one that was even worse than me. So I had one where I was missing my main color for 20 draws. I went through half of my deck and I never found one. And then Corky had one where, was it 20? You drew 21 cards and 16 of them were land, something like that. That like with the arena, you get some really crazy games. That's what I'm getting at, because you play so many games. Like in paper, you don't play as many games as you do on Arena, which is what makes everybody get all tinfoil hat about it. Yeah. Should be in the log somewhere. We made it into the numbers. Not a great hand, but good enough. And, you know, disruption into card draw. Golgari, it's going to be bad to have a slow hand against. Abzan. A lot of green-white decks today. I'm not sure I'm supposed to just snap remove that, but with everything else going on in this hand, I felt like getting rid of the 2-drop was okay. Instant regret. Definitely should have held that, and we also flooded. Can't find blue. Now we've found lots of lands. Oh, and Bristly Bill. Oh, joy. Okay, now I'm really sad I used the Thunder Salvo. Alright, Derailment was a good draw here. Honestly, I wish they didn't have a Bristly Bill because I want to get rid of the Miriam. But we've got to get rid of this. The good news is they might play into the take the fall. It lines up perfectly. Okay, good. Offer the trade. Offer the trade. Offer the trade. Damn it. You cannot defeat my lands. Alright, I think bouncing both looks pretty good here. It's just tempo play. We need to stop drawing lands like yesterday. That one doesn't work as well for Take the Fall. Yeah, I wanted Dilemma. I wanted to get the counter off of Miriam. So what they're going to do here is they're going to play Miriam and they're going to attack him with the Bridled Bighorn after it's saddled, and it's going to be a 4/5. And then we can multiple block it and use Take the Fall to get rid of it. Then we just need to find an answer for Miriam and hope they don't have anything for their 3-mana play. And they don't have a Snakeskin Veil. Alright, moment of truth. Is there any reason why to throw the 1/1 on there? I don't think so. Oh, hexproof. What am I thinking? Yeah, right. What a dilemma. I forgot Miriam gave it hexproof. That's a problem. I mean, I guess there's no way that they're attacking in just this trades, right? I think I'm going to go for it, and if they have anything, I just lose. And I flooded, and I'm up against Miriam, and it's gross, and that's life. I think I throw with a 1/1 on there. All right. Your go. I just don't think that they would attack with it if they didn't have anything. Because it would just be trading, right? No. Yeah, 2 for 1. Okay, okay. Let the great surveilling begin. What's midweek magic this week? Seven damage. I think I'm going to hold it for a turn. Because it blocks 8 next turn, right? Oh, pre-made standard decks. Not even build your own? Hey, Freakazoid, how you doing? Ooh, Cactarantula. Oh, joy. I guess let's see if we can draw into a counterspell. Not a counterspell. I don't think we can win this, right? Don't think so. Hypothesis is not good enough. We need to be able to counterspell. I have one dream. We hit a counterspell off the top here. All right. The dream is over. Cuz like if we could counterspell the Cactarantula and then put an upkeep Hey, I had an upkeep stop. Oh, we were 1 away. Oh, and actually I should have left up 1 red for that. Then I could have surveilled into an answer for Bighorn. I'm not sure what that answer is. Maybe Slick Shot to bring back this town ain't big enough. Had to be something like that. All right. Good game, Davron. Oh, so I couldn't have hit Ionize anyway because I only had 2 mana. Yeah, so it needed to be a Phantom Interference. I'm doing well, Freakazoid. Thanks for asking. I would like to be mythic numbers, but we'll see if we can get it today. I got a feeling we might be able to. We got 2 3-drops. This seems doable. I feel like doing nothing till turn 3 has been okay in this set. Depends on what you come up against. You're late. Could have Emergent Haunting and then planned to plot the Loan Shark. Figure we plot the Loan Shark, though. Hypothesizzle. Okay, so we plot the Loan Shark. Next turn we go Emergent Haunting plus Derailment. Play the Loan Shark, then we can Hypothesizzle something next turn. Seems okay. That's true, if they are playing a counter. They can't counter plot. Because it's an activated ability like Channel. So if they can counter it, but they need a specific card to do so. I don't think I could make it to top 250 now, but I could definitely make it into the top 1200. Was that Railway Brawler? Oh gosh. That is a problem. Hypothesizzle doesn't kill it. Explosive Derailment doesn't kill it. Oh, I wouldn't want to play it because I don't get the card draw. Card draw is really, really important and limited. Ionize can counter the Railway Brawler. Just straight up. And we're definitely doing that. But the question is whether or not they have a counter to my counter, right? But I think I've got to go for it. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's lucky. That was lucky for sure. Okay, so we pump Loan Shark, attack, let the Haunting come up, and then we, at end of our own turn, we just Hypothesizzle the Loan Shark. Seems okay to me. Whenever when I'm playing against green, I don't like to try to get a 2-for-1 because the snakes can veil. But maybe it's right. Maybe I'm not supposed to. Shark is not a threat right now. I mean, it is attacking in for 3 damage. And this gives me card draw that can't be countered. Yeah, I mean, it's a 4 toughness creature, right? Like, I think this is fine. That's a lot of land. I think I like the idea of double bounce over Derailment, though. It's close. I think the double bounce is better, but I'm not certain. Could have also just not... Could have just gone for the draw, too. Actually, because you guys were all saying it wasn't a threat to worth removing, we could have split the difference and just not discard... We could have just not discarded, just done it as a draw. Woo! I've been drawing some lands today, man. Okay, I probably should have done a Surveil there. Yeah, no, I think playing the removal there is right. It's just the right time to play removal, right? Also, how you doing, Merit Liege? Also a Magic the Gathering content creator. We have a fair amount of those in this community. I could bounce my own thing to replay the Loan Shark. Better on my turn than theirs. I guess I have the mana anyway. I'll just do here and here. Oh, they have a counterspell. Okay. We got ourselves a game for sure. They've got a 3/2 though, so they have to chump block the loan shark, and they're not going to get the 3/3. Nice, Mary. Have you hit Mythic? Or are you doing a Mythic push? I think most people I know are already Mythic. Oh, I don't have the Surveil anymore. Ooh, that sucks. Ooh, that's not good. I guess because of Take the Fall, I don't put it on the loan shark. All right. You're too lazy. I hear you on that, man. I usually do my my Mythic push pretty late. I usually like to try to be Mythic by last weekend, so I'm a little bit behind schedule because I've been playing a lot of Standard. For fun. Imagine that. This is where the Emergent Haunting's really awkward. Okay, I get to draw 2 with it. I think I do keep that on top. Do you think it is worth doing the cycle here? Oh, baby. I wish I had done that okay, I guess we'll just try to draw into something for 2 here. I think I just take this now for the card draw. I can see this being wrong. And Duelist of the Mind? Okay. I think I save the Duelist. No, because it's a flyer. It's a lethal threat. Oh, well, they'll have the 3/3. I guess I'm just gonna play it. Because like I could save it to make this into a 4/4, but even just the 2/2 token is a lethal attacker, right? So like what's nice about this is like Mercenary, Outlaw Stitcher. Oh, and this way they don't even have a flyer. So Duelist of the Mind has to be killed by the throw from the saddle here, or they just lose. Well, I guess what we do is we Stoic Sphinx and then Outlaw Stitcher, and then shake their hand. Feel right? Feels right? Feels organic? Let's main phase this. We might as well, because then it'll have hexproof on their turn. And they scoop. I don't think I trade the Loan Shark there for Aloe Alchemist or the Lockpicker. I would if this didn't have hexproof. I guess just to get it out of a fight spell, but all the fight spells are +1/+1, right? But now they need to let Emergent Haunting become a flyer so they don't die to Stoic Sphinx. And then in doing so, then they only have instant speed, and I have 3 lethal attackers. So if they have 1 thing of removal, they're still alive. They trade the Emergent Haunting, and they're not dead, right? Yeah, they have to have instant speed. They have to have the answer right now. Otherwise, we just win. And I'm a firm believer in making them have it. It does look like they have it, so the Sphinx trades with the Emergent Haunting, and then it's a double chump block, and I think then we probably finish it the following turn. They could, of course, have this town ain't big enough and go for a double bounce. Okay, so they get to eat something of mine here. Oh, they didn't. Oh, that was their removal. Gotcha. Okay. I could bluff a spell there if we're being super sweaty. Yeah, I guess they could still have it here. They could have an answer. But as is, they need removal, and it's still a trade. So they 4-2 on the 4-4, 2-3 on the 3-4. Last thing in removal. Like, we got there eventually. Technically, I guess my line did have an answer. All right. Making it to the final boss in the worst archetype. Nobody loves blue-red. And I'm going to take a quick little break. And we made it into the numbers. We're flirting with success. If you are new here and this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I stream Monday through Friday, or at least I did once upon a time. I've been kind of dialing it back. And always Magic the Gathering content. And so remember, hit that follow button if you haven't already. Shark, thank you for the follow. And I'm going to take, like I said, a quick little break, and we'll go in for the final boss. So I'll be right back. And this time I'll remember to run the ads. Probably high 1400s. I'll check for you a second here, Wingspear. All right, the other thing that I'd like to plug to everybody who's here right now is ACDC, which is a free cash open where we are competing in OTJ. It'll be an in-pod draft for real cash prizes. So if you want to do that, that will be this Saturday, and we are looking for more players. So if you're interested, all you have to do is register on Melee, and we'd had somebody drop too. So I think we only have half a pod filled right now. So help my dream come true. It'd be great to play against you on Saturday. With that, let's see if we can get the final here, the trophy. I think there's a chance. No, you don't need to be anything but a fellow competitor and Magic the Gathering enjoyer. And you have to have about 3 hours set aside on a Saturday, which can be a lot to ask. But if you're a fellow Magic the Gathering nerd like me, then playing Magic on Saturday is exactly what you want to be doing anyway. It starts at 1 p.m. Eastern. So earlier for those who are across the pond in Europe. 10 a.m. for you. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty sweet spot. That's, I think, the same time that the Slice of Pie tournament is for Hollywood Pizza. That's why I picked it. All right, so here we have removal into double counterspell, but then nothing else. And we're up against a platinum player. Uh-oh, it's the final boss platinum player. They're going to kick my butt. Okay, turn 1 ankle biter. I'm feeling better. We now have our win condition on turn 4. Nice. So we hold up Thunder Salvo. Then we hold up Ionize. I don't think well... Ankle Biter is a good fighter. So if I counterspell, they could then do a throw from the saddle to kill my Sphinx with Ankle Biter type thing. I mean, we take the 1 damage, I think, here, but like if they just 3-mana pass... Okay. So Prickly Pear is probably a better... Well, is a 2-2 better? Is a 2-2 better than a 1-1? to shoot with Thunder Salvo? Probably. We just want to slow their clock. I guess I didn't even have to cast anything there. But I'm definitely planning on doing Ionize next turn. And then depending on their situation, slamming Sphinx. Both are able to fight and kill the Sphinx. Raspberry Toby? Well, I can work with you. I can work with you. If you need some other way for me to get the money to you, PayPal is the easiest way to do it. Okay, I could Explosive Derailment, again, if they did a 4-mana pass here. Pretty sure I do Sphinx now instead of later, so that they can't have removal for it. And now we just hope that they can't kill Sphinx. Yeah, that's the reason why I ended up in blue-red Merit Leash, because I was planning on being in Dimir, and then I got past 2 Ionize late on the wheel, both Ionize wheeled. And I was like, okay. Yeah, this is going to be a little precarious, isn't it, Thunderwonk? Because, like, if I play anything, it gives them an opportunity. So on a 5-mana pass, we definitely just do a 5-mana pass right back at them. Because we are winning this race. Yeah, we're holding up Ionize. But if we Ionize their thing, we have to be careful not to get sure-shotted, right? Because if we Ionize their thing, we lose the hexproof. I will be competing and hosting the tournament, Raspberry Toby. Try to protect my own cash prize. Hey, Sweever, how you doing? Their pet? I'm not actually sure if it's your turn. They see you hover over stuff, but like they don't see your pet do anything if you're doing this. Okay, they're tapped out. Easy. Oh man. Okay, so this is the turn that we play Emergent Haunting and Helicourser because they're tapped out. Could even hold up the derailment, but I don't think it's necessary. Let's just use this opportunity to get cards down. Yeah, I mean you can click stuff on the arena, but it doesn't show your opponent. Yeah, well, they're just hoping you're gonna make a mistake, right, Rob? They're just trying to figure out some answer. And I guess if they have another Cactarantula or something with reach here, then they do have us answered for the time being. Yeah, but if they had played like a Drover Grizzly, we don't Ionize that. It had to be something that specifically changed the clock enough for it to matter. Hey, Raspberry Toby, thanks for the follow. Yeah, and let me know if you want to compete on Discord. I will work with you if we need to do something other than PayPal. If you want it, right? A lot of people have been passing on the cash prize and just sending it on to the next week, which works for me. You're just competing for the sake of competing, which has been cool. Okay. It's a little scary. Sure shot? They can have sure shot. Pretty sure I just attack here, hold up derailment. Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe I should have played the Emergent Haunting then. If their last card is derailment, they could blow up my entire board. See, if they attack all, I do block because of Primal Command, right? Or not Primal Command, Primal Might. Primal Might would be lethal. Or no, well, without derailment. I keep forgetting I have the derailment. Emergent Haunting is not an artifact, it's an enchantment. Thank you, Merc. I'm not right. Don't listen to me. Is Primal Might a sorcery? No, I think it's instant +X/+X, right? You guys are right. This is targeting there, okay. Bow before me. So they did. They had the Primal Might. It's kind of scary. Yeah, they did almost have me. If I didn't have the derailment, I was toast. All right, we got the trophy.